Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people all over the beautiful world, welcome to another good old episode of City Skylines. Guys, we've started again. We had to start again. It's like moving into a brand new room, right? You know, when you move into a brand new room and you've got to organize it, this is what we're doing. Guys, the last episode, the last map, the last terrain was terrible. We had to abandon ship. It's like when you buy some food or you see like some food, right? You see the picture of whatever meal, whatever it is that you want to eat, and you take a bite, but it's not what you imagine it to be. So we had to abandon it, right? Like you buy some sweets or chocolates or something, and it's like you see the image of the food, right? But then you take that first bite, and it's not what you thought it's going to taste like. That's what the last map was like. So we had to abandon that ship there and move on to this one, of course. So let's get straight into it now, guys. In the last episode, everything was unlocked pretty much. Now in this one, we're actually gonna spend some money, as you can see here. So we've got to be careful. We don't run out of money. So we got to think now. We got to really think about what we're gonna do. Before it was completely unlimited, but now we've got to plan this out methodically. So let's begin right here. So this terrain, as you can see, is completely different. But I'm really happy because it has a ship connection. The last couple of games that we played, we had no ship connections. Or this one here, oh boy, I can't even buy this stuff now. I've got to really think about what I'm doing here. With this one here, we have a ship connection, so that's very important. And we have fertile ground, so we can actually build some farms. Everything's available, in other words. So let's do this, right? It's a brand new room. It's like when you wash your bed coverings and it's just completely fresh. You have that fresh smell, right? So this is what it's like for this game. So let's get straight into it. Welcome to another episode of Good Old City Skylines. Let's get on to this. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Guys, I've had some coffee, so I'm a bit hyper at the moment. Don't really drink coffee much nowadays. I try to reduce. You know, I don't want to get used to coffee, so we'll keep this simple. So as soon as they come off the highway, we'll give them a district over here. A nice little small district. We don't want to go. We'll go all the way to the end over here. Of course. Before, I had unlimited money. Now I don't. So I've got to think about what I'm doing. So we don't want them too close to the roundabout. So we'll allow for them to. This is fertile ground, isn't it? So we can build a farm or something here. Wish I could pause this. Let's see. Looks like fertile ground. So we can build some farms over here. So, okay. Oop. I want to build some farms. We'll build some farms later on when the money is there. We'll build some farms, but for now, let us build this little community, right? Let's build this little community. Let's build a little community for them. As they come into the city, right? And go all the way. Of course. I'm going with a grid system. Let's get the most important aspects of the city, the most important requirements. That is, how much is this? This is, what's the price of this? 10 grand. We can't afford that, dude. 10 grand. But how much is this? This is, up cost 6 grand. Okay. Nice. We don't have to spend too much. But how much is water? 2 grand. Of course, we're going to have to go the old school way and install things the old school way. So here, we'll put that there. Cool. And then we'll go for this. How much is this? 6 grand. What's the cheapest one we got? 2 grand. 15 grand now. We'll go 6 grand. How much? 6 grand. And how much is the old school one? 2 grand. Okay. I'm very sorry for doing this. Of course, it's important not to dump human waste into the river. But at this point, we have no choice. The more we become advanced, the better we will deal with this situation. So we have no choice. So let's start nice and slow with this. Our next thing, of course, is electricity. What we got, we're not even trying to buy no solar panels, solar panel plant. 80 grand. Can't afford that, dude. Come on. How much is this? This is 12 grand. How much is this? This is 6 grand. So we shall we'll put you over here. Okay, cool. And then, of course, we have the pylon. Okay. Connect you to the grid. We are connected to the grid. Thank you. Let's build the settlement. Let's build the settlement. Let's invite the people in. Boom. Cool. Now we're making some money. Hopefully we should begin to make some money. Because before, all of this was unlimited. So it didn't really matter whether people wanted demand or not. But now, there's actual demand. So it makes the game more realistic. Instead of just assuming, right? So we just don't want to build randomly, right? So, let's go here. Of course, we've got to connect these here. I'm glad that it's grid now. So we'll connect these here. Connect these here. Of course, we're gonna have to adapt as we're going. Change as we're going. Oh boy. Okay, now we got some demand. Cool. Nice. Nice. That's better. That's much more better. And also I like this map. The terrain it's mountainous terrain. So there's loads of mountains and whatnot, hills. Sorry, it's not mountains. Obviously, are bigger than this. So it's a hilly terrain. So we can build some settlements in the top of the hill. So that's cool. That's nice. I like that. But what I'm really happy about is the transportation that's available to the city. You have trains. You have obviously the traffic, the vehicle traffic, the human traffic, and then you have the airport, and then you have the shipping traffic, of course. So we got a multitude of all the major transitional systems that are available to the city. Whereas in the last couple of episodes, there was nothing like that available. So it was a bit disappointing in that sense. So I had to quit those games, unfortunately, because I wanted those things to be available. It cannot be City Skylines without that traffic, without shipping lanes and shipping lines, shipping connections. We want to bring things into the city using ships, right? We want trains, we want traffic, we want vehicles, we want everything, right? We want airports, and it's all available, so we can really spend time methodically planning out this city. But I'm gonna stick with the grid system. I don't want to have curves. I don't want too many curves, so I'm gonna stick with the grid system. I think it's better that way to just keep things organized. It's much more simpler. Before, I don't like grids. I'm not a big fan of grids. We're not playing Tetris here. We want to keep it just all on curves. Try and be try to be like the Roman roads. Guys, I'm a delivery driver, right? So, and the roads that I drive on, they twist and turn, and maybe that's where I've got the whole attitude. But attitude is not good, so we have to abandon that ship. We have to abandon that attitude and just go with the grid system. Of course, I don't know what we're doing here. We just want to be random at the same time. Try to be linear. Try to have a series of instructions to follow here. We want to be random. So what do they need now? Shops. We can build the shops right here. Get rid of this. That's for later. We can build the shops opposite. So they need shops. We build the little shopping district over here. Gotta watch that money. Make sure we don't spend too much. We can build the little shopping district here opposite them, so that they've got somewhere to go do shopping. So there we go. Next, now we'll build a clinic. Of course, they'll need a clinic this side, and they will need somewhere a fire department. Of course, they don't want to catch fire. Cool. That will make them definitely happy. Now they'll need someone to protect them from the bad guys, right? From the crazy ones. So we shall build a police station there to enforce authority. Next, we need a school, primary school, or elementary as they want to call it, and then of course high school, the most common one, which is this one here, which is one I was searching for in the last episode. Of course, cool. There we are. Lovely. How much money we got? Actually, we got a lot of money, but we're not gonna be reckless with the money. We've got to spend this money the right way. Otherwise, we will run out of money. The objective is to multiply the money. So, at the moment now that we've built these things, now there's a demand for. They want some. I don't know what this is, but I'll leave it for now. In case because we don't want to be. We don't want to be too. What word is this? Too grid-like, too linear. We want to have a bit of goofiness, but at the same time we want to have a bit of accuracy. We want to be free flowing like nature, so we'll keep that there just to keep it a bit strange, but at the same time you have the grid here, which is human-like. You know, humans always try to go the simplest way, right? Right now the demand is industrial zone, so we got to build an industrial zone. We'll put the industrial zone. I'll tell you what, since what we got here, farm, we got some farming fields here. How do we build these farming fields in the grid system? That's the question. That's the #1 question. How do I build a farm in a grid system? How do I build a farm in the grid system? How would I build this farm? Would I diagonally build a farm over here? Let's try that, because it's right there. So let's zone this out as a farming little district, right? So we can have some tractors, some sheep, some pigs, some horses, some cows, all that good stuff. Llamas, you know, maybe they even have a zoo or something. Who knows? This is all farming land, right? It's all fertile land, so you can build farms. I really wanted farms. I wanted it all, really. I wanted it all. So in the last episode, so that's why I had to just move off that game, move off that map. I mean, it was a nice map, don't get me wrong, but got to have farms, dude. So build some farms over here. Build some farms. Yeah, let's see. We'll make them parallel. So we'll do this. Make them parallel. 90-degree angle. Let's go. Boom. 90-degree angle. Let's delete this. But yeah, so we'll build farms over here. But how come we don't want no more zones no more? Huh, interesting. But we're gonna zone this out as farms. How much money we got? Okay, 500. Getting carried away here. Completely forgot that I'm limited on money. But we'll build this all into farms. Well, all a little farm unit here. Yeah, we'll keep that all into a little farm unit. Next, what you need? Water. What just happened? They were demanding for things like that. They were demanding for industrial zone, some kind of industry. So I gave him agriculture, but now it's just dropped down. So, I don't know. The pigs did not squeak. So who knows? But they want more settlements and they need more electricity. So let's give them some more electricity. 12 minutes in, guys. We only play this for 20 minutes. For those of you who are new to this channel, we only play this for 20 minutes. But we will. How much is a core generation? 19 grand. How much is this? This is 80 grand now. Too expensive. What's this? How much do you generate for us? 1 grand power. 0. 2 watts. What about you? How much are you? Electric pylons. Nice. Let's see. What else we got here? We downloaded a lot of mods. We installed many mods. How much is this? This is 20 grand, 32 watts. Back in the day, I could just select what I wanted and not be too worried about price. So, what we got here? Solar farm panel power. Interesting. What we got here? Powered overpass. Come on. We are working against time here, so we got to fly through this as quick as possible. 19 grand for that, and how much? 104 watts. What about this? This is futuristic. 460,000. That's too much, dude. 460,000. Come on, man. Give me something. What we got here? We have this dual nuclear cooling tower. Okay. So it appears as if we don't have anything. What's this? Shihadu Castle. What is this? Okay, let's go back here. What we got? Not enough money. Hydrogen power plant 500. No, we can't afford that. Looks as if we're gonna go with the old school core power plant. Yes, it produces a lot of pollution, but I have no choice. Let's see what we got here. This is the core 40 at 19 grand. 40. Now I saw something at 19 grand, so that's 40. I saw something at 19 grand which produces a lot of power. 20 grand. No. What are these? This is just a building, right? 80. Big electric cabin. What's this? 60. Let's see. I saw something at 19 grand that produces a lot of power. 19 grand, 104. JP natural gas power plant. Okay, this is 19 grand. 25. 35, 18 grand. 1,000. 0. How much we got here? This is 3 and can't afford that. 1,000, can't afford that. Can't afford that. What's this? Can't afford that too. Can't afford that too. This is 500. No, can't afford that. 200. Can't afford that. Can't afford that either. I saw something. Yeah. 19 grand. I guess we're just gonna go with what we got here, which is this JP power plant. I'm gonna put it on this side for now. Yeah, too close to the farms, too close to the residents. Okay, we'll put it on this side for now. We can move this later, but it's connected now. There's a demand. Okay, cool. Everything should have electricity now. A large amount of electricity. Okay, that's cool. Now we've got to zone this out and bring more people into the city. Cool. Let's welcome some more folk into the city. And this is what I was saying with the goofiness. Well, yeah, we'll keep it that way. We don't want too much linearism. We don't want it too linear. So we'll keep it nice and grid-like. A little bit of randomness, but a bit of accuracy. Maybe I should get rid of this. I don't know. I don't like it. Get rid of this, dude. I don't like it. Let's see. Just okay, I like that. Keep that as it is, but I won't connect it. At the same time, we have the river there. So what we can do from here, we can build a road parallel to the river. Let's see here. Of course, as well, parallel to the river. Of course, give them some water. What time are we on? 18 minutes. Okay, last couple of minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people all over the beautiful world, thank you for joining me during this episode. I appreciate you taking time out to listen to me talk about City Skylines, guys. It is Sunday morning. God bless you wherever you are. Hope you have a lovely Sunday. Don't forget to pray. Prayer is very important. It keeps you stable. It brings spirituality. It fills your spirituality with good hope. It's good to understand these things. Of course, we are spiritual beings. That's one of the sole purpose of our existence, is to be spiritual and understand these divine things that are out there for me and you to understand. With that said and done, have a good day. Yeah, so guys, so now what are we gonna do with this pylon? I'm not gonna get rid of the pylon now. It's important, so in case we need it for later, but we'll leave that there for now. So we've zoned this little zone out here. We'll leave that there for now, but we've zoned this out as well here. Now people can live here, and as well as here as well. Now what we're gonna need is garbage disposal. Garbage disposal. Let's see what we got available. 15 grand. How much is a dump site? 4 grand, but got no choice, you know. New improved landfill for 4 grand. How much is this? 4 grand too. Okay, we'll buy this in the next episode. Recycling center. Processing rate 160,000 per week. Guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.